Sorry about this, but I'm gonna use this video to rant for a little while. I know Miles already posted a video about the whole 2012 apocalypse scenario, but I'm going to talk about 2012 as well, except I'm going to talk about the movie. Yes, for those of you who remained blissfully unaware, there is a movie called 2012 coming out this year, 2009. If I had made a movie called 2012, I probably would have released it in the year 2012, except then if the prophecies were true, there would be no audience to watch it, and that would be bad. This movie is made by Roland Emmerich, the man who made Independence Day and The Day After Tomorrow, so needless to say, 2012 is exactly like those. That is to say, chock full of precious monuments being destroyed. I recently saw the trailer for this movie, and I had quite a few issues with it. First off, there's no real originality in the idea, it's just doing what Hollywood has always done and jumping on the current bandwagon. For instance, the Da Vinci Code came out, and so the general public was interested in secret societies like the Masons, which led to the creation of the National Treasure movies. However, National Treasure was pretty good, so it's possible for a good movie to be made from Hollywood just jumping on the bandwagon. Unfortunately, I'm not sure that'll be the case with 2012. If the trailer's any indication, this movie is just going to be another stupid end-of-the-world flick. My first problem with the trailer was at the very beginning. At the very beginning, there were words across the screen informing us that we were warned by history's earliest civilization, the Maya. Now, I'm not a history major, so correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that the Mayan civilization was beat out by Mesopotamia by about 3,000 years. I know 2012 is just a high-paced action movie, but when you make a statement like that that's obviously wrong and can easily be disproven with very little research, I just can't accept that. Also, the Mayas never warned us about the end of the world coming in 2012. It's a calendar cycle, but you can watch Miles' video for more information about that. The next thing that they show is a statue of Christ the Redeemer standing on the mountaintop in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, just falling apart. Maybe in context of the movie it makes sense, but in the trailer, you just see the statue crumble away. There is no external force applied. It was obviously for the shock value, but I just found it kind of comical. It was easily the second funniest thing in the trailer, first being a giraffe being airlifted in by a helicopter. The next thing that really bothered me was the fact that John Cusack is starring in it. John Cusack, if you're watching, just know, you are so much better than this. There's no excuse. The majority of the rest of the trailer just shows clips of the different ways the world is apparently going to be destroyed in the year 2012. This includes, but is not limited to, mass suicide, meteor storms, floods with waves as tall as mountains, earthquakes, random fires, political unrest, and probably more. Now, in my admittedly superficial research, the closest I could come to a scientific theory as to something bad that could actually happen in 2012 is a polar shift, which might confuse some compasses and birds, but not summon a meteor storm or cause earthquakes. And the last element of the trailer that I hated, but also kind of loved, was the fact that they just told you to Google 2012. They didn't give you a website or anything. And so, of course, whoever Googles it is going to find all the crackpot theories and just be misinformed and drum up more fear, which is why I kind of love it, because it is somewhat a genius marketing campaign. I mean, why bother creating a nice website full of false facts when there's thousands of people who do that already? Now, I'm not saying that it'll be a bad movie, just a really stupid one. And stupid movies have their place. They can be great fun, but when it seems like those are the only movies that are coming out, and also the most popular movies in the nation, I just get a little upset. But it does inspire me with a new goal. I want to make a story, whether like written story or a movie, about 2012. There are a lot of beliefs out there that, though have to be kind of shoehorned to fit the 2012 thing, talk less about the end of the world and more about a transition from one world to the next. So I kind of want to make a story where 2012 is a really peaceful transition, a bloodless revolution for the world, sort of. So I'm going to be working on that sometime in the future. Thankfully, I have a couple years left, so I'll let you know how it goes. See you later.